Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor with IRS. Welcome to my YouTube station. It's the home of the 5-minute or less video. I can tell you everything you need to know within those 5 minutes. I've worked over 10,000 cases. I have been in private practice now for 40 years. I have a whole team of former IRS agents. I've been on the national news like a lot, maybe 12 or 13 times. You can look at all my interviews. And not only can you do that, you can see my whole team of former IRS agents, and we've gathered one of the cream of the crop team not to go ahead and represent you or your business. And I do these videos, by the way, for 3 reasons. So you don't get ripped off, so you know insider information, and I try to keep you up to date. So what I want to do today is I want to just follow up on something you need to know, because pardon me, I've had a little bit of the flu. This just really came out. We knew this was coming, but IRS has just announced that they're hiring thousands of IRS auditors. When IRS says thousands, that could mean 1,000. Just don't know, but they're being hired and trained as part of this, Inflation Reduction Act, this so-called 80 billion. Who knows what that's going to be at the end of the day. But let me tell you what they're doing. They're going out, and the reason I'm reading this because I want to make sure you know what these issues are. But the big thing, the big umbrella I'm talking about is the employment tax issue audit. That's coming out. We've already been engaged to go ahead and audit a couple companies. My team will go out there, we'll select 1 or 2 persons who's a match with that team, and then we go from there. But we go ahead and look at what your employment tax audit would be. We actually have former IRS agents that go in there and they look at your records, and they'll let you know if you have any exposure. And I want to just tell you some of the things that IRS is going to target, so of course they're going to want to know everything about the ERC credit. That's big. That's really massive. All this millions of dollars the government's given away. They're looking at when they're looking at those, they're going to look at 941s. They're going to look at your payroll tax ledgers. They're going to be interviewing employees. They have a whole sheet. I've seen the internal sheets that IRS uses. Some of those things that you may know as doc request. They're going to come out and ask for all this information to make sure all these people, in fact, are eligible. The other areas of concern that's going, and I want to read these. I usually don't read. I usually just shoot. They're going to look for fringe benefits and prerequisites to make sure all those had the proper withholding and Social Security. They're also going to be looking at travel and reimbursements and per diems. That's really high on the IRS list. And the deferred compensation that they have and the agreement they have under Section 409A, that you should know about that. And 2 other areas: worker classification. Was that person really an employee, or was that person really a subcontractor? At IRS, I used to do those classifications. Used to use the SS8 for our guide. And also they look at remote work, and to find out what compliance issues those may concern. So I just want you to know IRS is going to be coming out. Is it going to affect you? Well, it can. If you are on shaky ground on some, you may want to have someone look at it, or to see if you can tighten it up moving forward. A lot of times there's nothing that you can do about the back end, and I've worked 10,000 of these cases. So when people come to me and they say, Michael, what should I do moving forward? Well, the ink's already dried. But what you can do is you can change your practice moving forward, so when IRS at least comes out, they're not going to see these sloppy loose ends are there. And this is just what these people are trained for. Let me tell you what's going to make this worse from a former IRS agent. They're going to hire new people, and new people are usually really anal. Everything is really by the book. So I just want you to know, should you get one of these audits, whether you're going to represent yourself or not, be prepared. If you want someone to come look at your records, give you ideas, we're welcome to do that. But at least be prepared for these. You may want to have someone in your firm, if you have a large firm, start to clean that up and start something brand new. If you need representation, you're welcome to call us. By the way, I don't use a suit and tie. If you want to see me, go to 777irs.com and you can see all my national broadcasts. I look really good in a suit and tie. I've been on Fox, I've been on ABC, I don't know, I've been on all the stations, Newsmax. Anyway, go ahead, stop looking at my snacks. I see some of you cheating. Stop looking at my snacks. I may have some when I'm finished. Anyway, give me a subscription if you would. I appreciate your time today. Thank you.